What up though, YouTube? This new video is a recite of Alfred Crawford's poem, My Son. He's performed it at Showtime at Apollo and other places. The guy is a great writer. It's very inspirational. Hope you guys enjoy it as much as I did. Here's my son. There's been a warrant for my son since his day of birth, by an angry society that deferred his worth. Being drugged, sexed, or biased laws, a lion cannot rule if you shackle his paws. And though I tried my best to raise him right, it was the world outside that clouded his sight. See, he was fighting a battle he could not win to transcend the end of most black men. My wife found a stem one day while washing his clothes. "It ain't mine," he said, while rubbing his nose. So I checked his room, I kinda wrecked the place. I searched every square inch of his hip-hop space. Then my eye caught the glimpse of a taped-up 9, and you can just imagine what was going through my mind when my son runs in and sees me spying. His face is all bloody and still wet from crying. "Son," I said, "where did you get this from?" "Dad, can't talk now, I gotta run." "Slow down," I said, "let's talk this out. Tell me what's wrong and what this gun is about." But Junior got impatient and he snatched the heat. He bowered down the stairs and headed up the street. Now I'm not as fast, but I kept him in sight. He ran 2 blocks down, then he made a right. Now I couldn't just stop and let the boy go. Something was wrong and I needed to know, so as I ran up the corner still gasping for air, my son stood facing this dude in the chair. Obscenities, egos, attitudes clashed. My son raised his weapon and the dude dropped his glass. Now my son's a big guy, but this cat was bigger. He lunged from the chair, so my son pulled the trigger. The explosion was deep like thunder at noon, and the whole block hustled beneath the boom. The shot caught the guy high on his chest, and where he fell is where he rests. Now, just as my son began to lower his gun, behind the house became another one. "You shot my man!" he screamed to my seed. And before I could react, the bullet was freed. I watched my son's body jerk, then fall, and the root of my soul caught the pain of it all. Then, without a thought or a brief interlude, I picked up my son's gun and I shot at the dude. I shot again and again until I knew he was dead. Till every last shell was pumped in his head. Then I went back to my son, who was silent and cold, the prince of my throne, who was made of my mold. "I'm sorry, my son," was all I could speak, as I watched his blood stain the street. It's been 10 long years since that cold, hard day, when the mean, ugly streets took my son away. And well, as for my wife, well, she's coming around. She's just getting over a nervous breakdown. So to all you brothers and sisters, mothers, aunties, uncles, fathers, grandmothers, grandparents, anyone out there is to whom this poem should speak, please, black people, please, don't let your son be another stain on the street. Thank you.